so we just got out of church. I'm all alone at the moment. Rayleigh decided to go with Mom. Of course, the rest of the girls, they're with Mom. They're going to get something to eat and going home. But church was about how did we get here in Luke chapter 23. It was about Calvary and the thief. And we got here because of Jesus. We realized who Jesus was, and we repent. We realize who we are and repent. And then because of redemption, Jesus saves us. So that's how we get here. That's how we got there. I'm no pastor, so take it for what it's worth. So on my way, I've got to stop by the tractor and make sure this thing starts and put some seafoam in the fuel tank so I can make sure it doesn't gel up on me and cause any problems. So we'll be back. Hey, so here we are. We're at the lake house. Didn't mean to turn that on. Let's talk about tractors. I've had this tractor for a couple years now. It's a Yanmar SA223. I haven't done anything, major to it. I have put on some lights, mirrors, some speakers, and that's it. What did I do? I'm surprised the tires are not flat, but I bought this Bush Hog 60-inch finish mower. I was going to go with a belly mower, but I decided to go with this one instead. So I wanted to buy something that wouldn't get dust all over me like the belly mowers do. So anyways, this is it. I have a problem. I've got to order a new part. My lift has broken somehow, so I'll have to get that fixed. So let's see if this thing will start up for us. Hey, so here we are. I'm here with the tractor. I'm still in my church clothes. My wife, she wouldn't be too happy with me, but I'm not doing anything too dangerous. I'm just trying to see if I can get the tractor to start, and I'm going to put some seafoam in the tank to keep it from gelling up. Last night it got down to 17 degrees, so we've got more cold weather coming, but it's Texas, it always changes. So let's see. Well, that was surprising. I didn't even have to jump it. Surprised it started. I'm just going to let it warm up a little bit and put some seafoam in the tank. Okay, so I probably should pour this in with the funnel, but I'm just going to pour it in there. I was making sure, usually I get bird nest around this thing. Surprisingly, I don't have any nest. Okay, so I just poured the whole tank in there. Just gonna let it run for a little bit to filter through, and hopefully it keeps it from gelling up in this cold weather. That project is done. I've got a grease gun. I need to come and grease all the points. It's not too bad. I just haven't done it in a while. It needs a good wash. I need to do a little bit of work on the tires, with the air, make sure I don't have any thorns. But overall, this tractor has been a very good tractor. I haven't had any issues with it. There's never been a problem. It just pretty much starts and works. So I was a little surprised today that I didn't need to use I didn't need to jump the battery off. I thought I was going to have to. It's just been sitting here for a while. So anyways, that's that. Okay, so same thing for this finish mower. It's a 60-inch bush hog. The only issue I've ever had with this, I had to replace this tire. It got caught on a curb somewhere. I was mowing a property and got caught on the curb. But other than that, I've never had any issues with this. So this setup has worked very well. And you get a lot of people, they'll talk and they'll say, hey, that tractor is too small. Why don't you buy a bigger tractor? I say, well, I don't need a bigger tractor for the things that I do. I just don't need one. If I needed a bigger one, I would have bought a bigger one, but I don't need one. So this is what I got. I buy the things that I need, not what other people think I need. This trailer, it's a 16-foot trailer. It's hefty. It's done its job very well. I think I had some other kind of machine on here and it leaked transmission oil or something on this thing. But that lift, it actually broke when I was trying to take it off of the trailer. What happened was it got caught on one of those ramps somehow when I was lifting. The actual wheel on the finish mower got caught on one of these ramps somehow. So I'm not sure. It just caught it just right. This trailer, it has a storage spot for my ramps, which that's a whole nother story. The gate, these guys, they just make these trailers so cheap. The welds came right off, so I've got to weld this back on. I've got a little tack welder. That little gate that holds the ramps in is at home, so usually I just bungee strap it. But other than that, this has been a great trailer to haul the tractor. It's pretty much all I've ever used it for. Really haven't used it for anything else. Well, I've used it to take some flooring and use another material. And then here's my red trailer. This has been a good cargo trailer. It's a 16-foot trailer. It's done. I've got its use out of it. I'm trying to buy another one, possibly, but I may keep it. I've never caused any damage or any issues to this trailer besides this mark here. One of the employees that work for us, they did that, and they bent my fender. I'm not sure how I guess anything's possible, but I'm not sure how he bent it. I've had this trailer for the last, I don't know, 5 years, and I've never caused any damage, but again, it's mine, so I'm not one to mess up my stuff. I had this trailer custom made. It actually had a regular tongue on it, or however you call it. I had to put this one on it just because it's more heavy duty. And of course I have trailer brakes. I have a spare tire holder here. I like to put an electric jack on it just because I'm getting lazy. I got this out of, I think, out of Tyler, Texas. I had it made out of Tyler. The inside of it, and I'll show you the inside another day, we painted the inside of this trailer. I guess while I was in the shop, I guess during its customization, however you want to call it, we had tracks put inside of it, a track system, so we can tie down mowers and whatever else. And then also there's another spare tire inside, just so that way, with it being a tandem axle, just in case I have two flats, I have two tires. And that has actually have happened. I needed both of them, so I'm glad I went with two tires versus the one. So can't ever have enough. So to help with the mowing, you can see this robot. Out here on the property, there's about 5 acres that gets mowed between the tractor and this robot. It sure helps a lot. I mean, this thing, you can see it's mowed all this, and it's got, that section I guess it's still got to get to, but it's on a timer. It mows a little bit every day, and it's pretty neat. The toys, they never end. All right, so here are a few photos of us carrying the tractor around and doing different type of projects with it. This tractor, I tell you, is so easy to use, even kids can use it. Stop! We leveled out a spot here and created a volleyball court at a property. Dug a trench out at the campground. Pretty easy to do. It did it very well. As small as this tractor is, it really does a good job. Here in the snow, I had to add some dirt to this spot. It was really low and held water, so I did this in the snow. I also hooked the trailer up to this tractor and loaded up with branches, and I mean, it pulls it just fine. This is out of our old property where we used to live on 5 acres. It was full of cedar trees, and man, we use this thing like no other. Constantly had to fill the gravel in the driveway. I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. That property was just such a lot to keep up with. So in this photo, I dug a small trench here to bury a water hose line. Didn't need to go very deep. So even if the ground is really wet, the tractor still does good. I mean, obviously due to the weight, it's leaving some root marks, or it will leave root marks in the grass, as you can see from this photo, but it still mowed very well. The grass here was really thick. It took a couple passes in order to get it right, but hey, it did it. Here's another photo of another volleyball court. This one's actually at the campground when we did. That's now covered in grass that I got to fix. That tarp really didn't do too good of a job keeping it out. The bucket on my tractor is very small. This tractor we rented, obviously we got work done a lot quicker using that tractor, but I would never need that as a tractor. I would never need that type of tractor if I owned it. This tractor fits in the garage. It can fit in a garage very easily. It's just the perfect size. Even my wife can use it.